Hello everybody, my name is Levy3Poop and welcome to a tutorial that I'm actually doing on how I record my game capture, how I get the quality that I do of like the actual video itself, and how I export it in HitFilm3 Express, because I've been getting a lot of comments on my previous video on how to not need handbrake for constant FPS in HitFilm. So I thought, I would better just go ahead, make another, like a whole nother video, because I'm terrible at trying to, explain things through typing. So anyways, the program that I use to capture games is OBS, Open Broadcast Software. And it's free. It's totally, open beta to everybody, and anybody can go download it. So let me see. I'm not going to go over how to set everything up. I'm just going to go over the settings that I do to get the quality of video that I do. So you click on settings, and let's see. You go to encoding. This is the important one. So for the video encoding, that determines the actual quality of the video. So I mean, like, have you ever been watching game footage on YouTube? You have it set to 1080p, and it still looks like a hairy ass, just terrible quality? Well, it's because they don't use a very high kilobits per second, which I use 48,000, which I find 40,000 is generally, a really clear image. 35,000 is still pretty good. If you go on Twitch, anybody that's on Twitch using OBS, their OBS will tell them, oh, set it to 3,500, like 3,500, like about a tenth what I normally do. So yeah, the Twitch streams, they're not the highest quality of image. I mean, quality content, don't get me wrong, but the image quality is usually pretty fuzzy. So I have it set to 48,000 just because that's what I think to be, a good clear image that I can save and compress a little bit, but still have pretty clear image. Okay, here is the broadcast settings. You see, it says right here for all the broadcasting stuff, it says, reduce your maximum bitrate for video encoding to 3,500, reduce audio bitrate to 160, and so yeah, that's the audio bitrate is right here in encoding with the video encoding. So I use 320 kilobits per second audio bitrate because I can't record full lossless audio quality, or whatever the hell FLAC stands for, full lossless audio, something with a C. So I use 320 because that is as close to FLAC as you can get with compression and stuff like that. So let's just cancel that. Now this is my second monitor. Well, rather, this is my main monitor, but I moved everything from my second to my main so you could see it, because I record my main and have all of this on my second monitor. So here I've got OBS open on my second monitor so I can check, make sure it's recording smoothly. Like if I get a bunch of screen tearing, I can look there and make sure that it's not showing up on the video. I've got Audacity recording my audio right here, and then this also kind of doubles as a timer so that I know I know when I'm rambling on too long and I need to just move on and do something else. And then I've also got this open right here. This is the folder that all of my videos from OBS get recorded to. So these go from here into here, and I always just have that open so I can make sure that it's recording, because with Shadowplay I had a couple of times where I thought it was recording and then I go to look and it was like a 20-second long video, and oh, that pissed me off. So I do this to always make sure, so long as the image looks like this and not like fart test. Hey Lindsay. Oh god, that one stung. It doesn't look like an actual frame from the video, then I know it's still recording. Here we have the Open Broadcast software, and you can see I've got my video here all edited and everything, obviously because it's uploaded on my channel before this video. And so yeah, there's all these things in here that I showed you before about how to change it to a constant FPS, but what I want to focus on is export. So you can either click export right here at the top, or you can click Control 4, which I usually do just because I usually had just hit Control S to save the video. And now what I do not save it as YouTube. It will compress the shit out of your video and it will look terrible. What I do is I use the H.264, and I use that because, well, honestly, because I tried everything else and nothing else worked. It got to the point where I was emailing the HitFilm support staff and trying to figure it out. But thankfully, I figured it out on my own before they, had to bother too much with me. So you see all this stuff right here. It says the H.264 level is not compatible with the combination of width, height, and frame rate. So 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames a second does not work for 4 level, whatever the fuck that means. So I changed it to 4.2, and then you see everything just went away. But with 4.1, still have everything there. And if you try going down, that doesn't change anything. 4.2 it's what I use. I don't know what the what 5.0 and 5.1 do. I use 4.2. That's just me. So then I go here and I change my target bitrate to about 41,000 because that's decent image quality. And then I put my max bitrate around 42 to 45,000. So that way I don't have, I'm still cutting out, about 6,000 megabits per second on the video quality, which, I mean, theoretically, I could just record at 42,000 kilobits, but I would rather have that extra if I decide to just, drag it a little higher just to, see how much better it looks. And then for audio here, I just click on this and then I click 320 kilobits because honestly, anything way higher than 320 is just going to take up a whole lot of audio, and whenever I save my audio from Audacity, I save it as a WAV file, which is lossless audio, but 320 kilobits, that doesn't lose a whole lot of that lossless audio. So it's still practically lossless audio quality. Now, if you listen to my last video explaining the constant 60 FPS, no more handbrake, you'll notice that my voice kind of sounds distorted. Like if you turn your volume up, you can hear some distortion in my voice. That's because Shadowplay, which is what I was recording directly into at the moment for that video, it uses a pretty strong audio compression. So I think I'm not sure, totally guessing. I would say that Shadowplay records at 96 kilobits per second, so it's a pretty big difference. Anyways, then you just hit export, and then you put it in whatever folder you want to, name it whatever you want to. But since I've already made this video, I'm gonna hit cancel. You hit save, I hit cancel. So I hit cancel while you hit save, and then it'll pop up with saving your video. And I usually find that it's the export time is usually about twice as long as the video file itself. And that's just because, it's got to work through and it's got to save everything, and you're saving it at a pretty good bit rate. I mean, you can cut down on the total data size and the export time if you change your target bit rate and max bit rate down to like 20,000 or so. I mean, that's a decent image quality. I just prefer a higher bit rate and a more crisp image quality, because I don't know about you, but whenever I think of 1920 by 1080, I think of a pretty damn clear image. I mean, that's just me. But anyways, I'm going to end this off here because I don't want to ramble on too long. My name is Levy3Poop. This was a tutorial on how to, how I save my videos and how I export them and how I record them. So anyways, I hope this helped some of you guys out there out a little bit. And if you have any questions, just feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I will answer them as I can. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Levy3Poop, and I will see all of you in the next episode. Or rather, I guess maybe episode if I do more how-tos and guides. Whatever. Bye.